If you feel for you go eat. Raise your voice. I have a biggie, biggie, big God. He's only from the second. A very big God. He's only from the second. We saw the very big God. He's only by my side. A very big God by my side.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. We are about to start now. Good evening. Good evening, house. Good evening. Good evening. If you're watching me from the YouTube, good evening wherever you're watching from. If you're watching on Facebook Live, we are connected on Facebook Live and Instagram. So if you're watching us today, we are going to do some likely question in exam, in our automobile and traffic exam, the driver's license exam here. So we're going to touch some likely question for the benefit of those that are watching us. If you've been to exam before, it's an opportunity for you to know what we are going to do today, and for you to be able to digest the reason why maybe you make error, or of proper understanding on what you met in exam. So if you're on Facebook, thank you for joining us. Brother Ferdinand, thank you, sir, for joining us. So, so if you're watching on today, I'm going to treat some likely questions, which last week has been a problem to some students when they went to exam. And the reason why we come on board like this is to assist students and to assist as many English speaking people in Spain that wants to go for the exam. So I will be treating some questions, and I will be telling you why the answer is like this and what makes the answer to be like that. So if you're joining us on Facebook, please, I'm seeing the name. And if you're joining us on YouTube, please, I want you to just write, just drop a comment for me to know who are online with us, so that I'll be able to, and you can share it with other people for them to benefit also, because the purpose of it is free to hear. We have our class. Remember that we have our class, which we teach and prepare students as soon as possible. At least we have people that pass in 3 weeks, and we have quality materials which tallies to exam that we use in our class. And if you need more information, you can call me on 620-586-0382, 620-586-0388. If you call me, even though you just want our material, because our material is guaranteed to exam, and prepare as many people as possible to pass their theory. And even now we organize practical also for few students. So if you are interested, you can call us. If you are living outside Spain also, and you feel that you can achieve the driver's license here in Spain because it's European Union, so you can also call on us, and we are able to do possible for you. And if you want us to post material to you, wherever you are living outside Spain, also we do it, and we get material. We click you up to platform where we teach, and we give lecture, and you follow up, and we pick date for exam. You come to down to Spain to do your exam, and you get it passed easily without no stress. So that is how it goes. So thank you for joining us today. And today, as I said, I'm going to be taking some of the tests which we did in our class yesterday, which is Friday. And today I'm going to do the correction online for benefit of my student also, and for the benefit of those that will be watching us also on live. So I'll be reading the question, and I'll be telling us if what the question is all about and how you can treat them when you get to exam. So I think I saw Demi Glory on YouTube. Thank you for joining us, Demi Glory. Please, if you're on YouTube, please, you can thumb up for us. If you're on Facebook also, you can also thumb up for us if you're watching us, and let me know other people that are watching us on YouTube, so that I can be able to take record of my students that are online on YouTube. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Prince Peter, for coming on board. So today, the first question is they said, does alcohol has the same effect on everyone? Alcohol having the same effect on everyone. In exam, this issue of alcohol comes up, and a lot of students does not understand this, that whether you take little alcohol content in you, it causes reaction time to increase. So in that case, you have to understand that it has effect on driving, whether little quantity you take or bigger quantity you take. And remember, it has to do with the body character, the characteristics of the person who is taking the alcohol. So if they said, does the alcohol has the same effect on everyone? Having the same effect on everyone is no. It does not have the same effect on everyone. The effect of alcohol depends on the factors such as your physical build, your age, and your drinking habits. So when we say your age, we're talking about old people and the young ones. So, and the physical build can talk about the gender. We believe that alcohol reacts more in the body of female than male. So that is the question one. So the question one for my students on board, the question one is C, and is it does not have the same effect on everybody because it depends on the age stuff. Number two question says, your vehicle has stopped due to breakdown on the hard shoulder. Must you signal it? Hard shoulder at the side of the road. When your vehicle gets stop due to emergency on the hard shoulder, remember that you have to signal it, because if you don't signal it, it is not proper, because it can invite a secondary accident, a second accident on the roadway, which is not right. So how do you signal it during the day? You put your triangle, emergency triangle behind. If the road is two-way, two direction on the same platform, you have to put one at the front and one behind. So if it's one direction, you only need one behind. That is why the law says you must have at least two triangle obligatory in your vehicle when driving on the road. And here you have yes with the hazard warning lights, which is the emergency, calling for the emergency for help, up, and with a warning triangle. So which is A, which is A, which is A. Number three says, although overtaking is prohibited, a private car may overtake even when invading the oncoming lane. I repeat, although overtaking is prohibited, comma, a private car may overtake even when invading the oncoming lane. That is, the question is trying to ask you where overtaking is prohibited, the area where you can overtake, or overtaking is on oncoming lane. So in this case, what is trying to say, the kind of vehicle that can do this is bicycle rider. Your private car, when overtaking is prohibited for vehicles, automobile. But for private, for bicycle, yeah, bicycle does the overtaking without no stress. So far, it's safe for them. So that is why C is the answer to number three. The reason why I'm calling the number three number C, because the students will need this to do their correction in class, because it happens to be a test, exam test, which I did yesterday in our class. And I said, if you want to join our class online, you just need to call me on 620-586-038. Now, number four, on a pedestrian crossing with no traffic light or traffic officer, do pedestrians have priority? Or when there is no pedestrian crossing, pedestrian lights, do you have priority? Yes. Even though if there's no officer there, since there's a pedestrian crossing there, even though there's no traffic light, since there's a pedestrian crossing there, pedestrian crossing is meant for pedestrian and is an area on the roadway that gives the pedestrian priority. So the pedestrian has priority on that area. So number five say, is it correct to turn on the rear fog lights when driving in heavy rain? When driving in heavy rain, yes. The rear fog light, when you are driving in heavy rain, you need it, yes, because the fog light is used in any meteorological or environmental condition that hamper visibility, reduce visibility. Number six, should the adjustments, the working, and the condition of the lighting system be reversed frequently? Yes, you have to be checking the adjustments, the working condition of the light. You must be checking them frequently so that you will see that it's not dazzling people and it's not giving a kind of problem to users on the roadway. So it is very, very important for you to know that. Now, another number 7 question, which comes in the exam also, is if there is no road or no path for it that is specially designed for this vehicle, the hard shoulder will be used by if there's no road for some vehicle, the hard shoulder will be used by a vehicle for people with reduced mobility, that is handicap vehicle. Handicap are the ones that can use that part of that hard shoulder. In according to this question, in this objective, I'm talking about the objective because the objective carries a private car with a trailer, which a private car with a trailer cannot use the hard shoulder. And I said, any vehicle with heavy duty, no. So the answer will be a person with reduced visibility, with reduced mobility, which is an handicap. A reduced mobility person is an handicap vehicle stuff. So that is it. So another question, which is number 8, is must you increase the safety distance during adverse climatic condition? Safety distance means a distance that will help you to brake in case of sudden braking from the other vehicle. So in any adverse weather condition like rainfall, the snow, the fog, you have to create a kind of good frontal distance, which is the safety distance. So in this area, the right answer here will be yes, always. Yes, always, which is the answer. Because an objective here says yes, but just at night. No, it has to be during the night and the day. So that is why yes, always will be the right answer. Number 9, what does this sign means? I'm going to show you the sign for us to be clear. This is the secular rage with arrow. The secular rage with arrow. So the secular rage with arrow. Secular rage means restriction or prohibition, but the black arrow is turning to the left. So, and it's being crossed in the center. So it means that no turning to the left. No turning to the left in this area. So the answer is it prohibits turning to the left. And remember that when you can't turn to the left, you can't make a U-turn. So the better answer here is that no turning to the left and no doing of U-turn, which is the right answer, C. You can't just pick A because A says prohibiting only left turn. But the answer is, since it prohibits left turn, it also prohibits the U-turn. Number 10, can a driver avoid an accident due to the condition of his vehicle? Due to the condition of your vehicle, yes, because the liability of the vehicle is on the driver. So it's yes to a certain extent, because when the automobile is not in good shape, remember that it can malfunction by itself. So just like brake, you're managing brake, it can fail you anytime. So it's not on your own strength again. So the right answer here will be yes to a certain extent, because the condition of the vehicle is his responsibility. B. Number 11 say, what effect does a conversation by mobile phone lasting 1.5 minutes have on the driver? Conversation of a phone that lasts more than 1.5 minutes cost driver. The driver often misses the traffic sign. One, even is using the hand-free. Even if you're using hand-free, you get missed, you get carried away, you lose concentration on the roadway. You won't focus because your mind is on the call. So you attend to wave up the road. So the right answer here, number 11, will be B in my question. So number 12 says, at what speed can a private car overtake a vehicle traveling at 90 km/h on a conventional road without arch shoulder? On a conventional road without arch shoulder. Good. A conventional road without arch shoulder in this place is the conventional road without arch shoulder is already 90 km/h. So, and the vehicle is doing 90 at your front. In that case, you cannot overtake. You cannot overtake because the vehicle at your front is doing the maximum speed required for the road. So in that case, that conventional road of 90 is for a road without arch shoulder. So that's the maximum speed of that conventional road with no arch shoulder. So since the vehicle at your front is doing 90, you cannot overtake in that area. Number 13, are children under the age of 12 permitted to travel as a passenger of a motorcycle? A passenger of a motorcycle, when you are less than 12, is against the law. As a general rule, no. A child less than 12 years cannot travel as a passenger on a motorcycle unless, according to law, you are the tutor or the parents or guardian. But according to general law, it's no, 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 no. Number 13, that's it. No. Number 14 here says, young people usually carry out risk maneuver. Young people always carry out risk maneuver. When they are alone in the car, they get concentrated. But when they are accompanied by other friends, they get distracted. So when they are accompanied by people, that is when they get distracted more on the roadway. This question comes in exam and a lot of people fail it because people thought that when they are accompanying in the car, they get to concentrate more. No, when they get accompanying in the car, they get disturbed and lose concentration because they are playing, they're gisting, and they fail questions. This is the reason why many students, when they go to exam, they said, oh, their English is not correct, or they don't. No. It's because you didn't understand the rudimentary theory, the proper theory. So that is why I come on board to assist as much people that goes to exam and to bring out the likely error which people see in exam and they fail and they're like, why did I fail this? So that is number 14. Number 15 number 15 here says, you must check before reversing. You must check before reversing. What is reversing? Reversing is backward kind of maneuver. Now, you can carry out the maneuver without putting other road users in danger, and you can follow the instruction of other person if necessary. Other person if necessary is someone is watching behind for you, so you're watching, you're following that person. So that is it. So yes, if you're watching me on YouTube, please want you to thumb up or just drop a comment for us to know who and who are on the YouTube live. So we're having people on the Facebook also. So no, that is number 15 of the question. Number 16 of this question says, if a motorcycle has only one rear view mirror, which side should it be on? When we're talking about mirror, a mirror for motorcycle is always two. But according to general law, if that motorcycle has less than 100 kilometers per hour, that is the capacity, can speed less, it cannot speed beyond 100, that motorcycle needs a mirror on the left, one mirror on the left. But if that motorcycle can do beyond 100 kilometers per hour, which means on the speedometer gauge, you realize that it's beyond 100, that motorcycle needs two mirrors on both sides, left and right. So according to this, it needs a left mirror because one mirror must be on the left. As a law, as a general law, one mirror must be on the left, which is number 16. You see, if you're watching us, I'm just trying to tell you that if you want to get your driver's license easily through us, you can call us on 620-586-038. Or you want our material, I can post it to you anywhere, even outside Spain. We can get it to you and you come down in Spain to just do your exam without no stress. So we are making it easy. We are bringing it to your doorstep without getting even moving away from your house just to be able to get it done. We want everybody to have the driver's license this year. That is why we are making it real like this. So if you have more information or anything you want to ask, you can call me. I'm Steve by name, and my number is 620-586-038. What I'm treating now is the question, the likely question in exam, which we did in our class yesterday, and which I'm trying to help and do the correction with proper explanation for our students, so that when you get to the exam and you meet the same question, it's the same question you're going to meet, but you just need to understand the question properly. That is why we're doing this. So number 17, what does this sign mean? What does this sign mean? Look at the sign. The sign has a circular blue with a mope inside it. A mope is a scooter. Another name for mope is scooter. So it means that circular blue means obligation. So that road is reserved for a mope, which means reserved for a scooter. Number A, 1A, 17A. So number 18 says, which safety system may lose their efficiency if the seat belt is not fastened? Is the airbag and the headrest, because those are the a safety system that helps along with the seat belt to perfect the work of the seat belt. Good, which is A. Number 19 says, if you are taking medication and you are going to drive, you must read the indication on the leaflet, and if you have any doubt, ask your doctor. Because if you don't know the consequence of the medicine you're taking and you're driving, automatically you can have a problem on the roadway. So B is the answer. You can have a problem. You have to understand the kind of drug you're taking. Does the drug causes drowsiness or causes fatigue or kind of stress to you when you're taking them, or you kind of sleepiness on steering? So you have to understand the drug you're using so that you will not get involved in an accident on the roadway or cause an accident on the roadway. Number 20 says, you stop your vehicle when you see a traffic officer with the arm extended horizontally. You can start driving again when the officer ... A lot of people go to the exam and they fail this question. When an officer signal a sign with a arm, optical sign, when do you start? Now, for example, now the officer stops you with a arm, whether vertical or the horizontal. When must you start going? That is when the officer indicates another expression with a sign, not when they bring down the arm. For example, a police officer stops you like this, and you thought maybe when he brings the hand down, you can go. No, until when he asks you to start going. So, which is C is the answer in that area. 20. Now, number 21, in this case, what we're doing is that we're treating the likely question. Like every Saturday like this, we come on board to like assist as many people that comes online, how you can pass your exam easily. But if you need more information and you want to join our class, we have our class online, which is private, which you can call me on 620-586-038. Or if you need our material that tally to exam, a lot of students call us and they said, teacher, please, I want the material because I'm in a school and I want to get your material. So we have the material, we have the thematic test on your mobile phone, and we have the manual, which we use in teaching. But if you want to be our student also, we have our own platform where we teach. But what we are bringing here is to assist as much people that joined us live and to encourage Nigerian community here in Spain to see how we can push them to have this driver's license. Driver's license is very, very important. I told people it's very, very important. You have to. You can't just hold on to your legality alone and feel that you don't need it. Even though you don't drive, you need to have it because it will really give you an edge over a lot of things here in Spain, even in Europe generally, even in America. Most students that travel down to that relocated to other European country are benefiting from it because they are able to secure a job and able to connect the places where they are going without no stress. Because if you're driving with Nigerian driver's license, remember that it's an African license. It is not permitted yet. People can tell you that you go to one office and change. No, it's a lie. You go to one office and change, but remember that if you get a sanction, where are they going to remove points? Where are they going to remove? So you are going to be charged. If you're using Nigerian driver's license here in Europe, you are going to be charged for two things. You're going to be charged for a fake document. You're going to be charged for someone who is driving without a license. So, because if they swap it and you are not having the original one, most people are not having the original one, and they attempt to behave as if they're driving. So, which is wrong. So, I go into the question number 21 for students that are joining me. I go to 21 on the test we did last in the class yesterday. So, the question says, what must a private car do in order to emerge into with the traffic? You imagine that is joining the traffic. What must you do? You must make sure that you do so without putting other users in danger. You're joining to traffic, joining road means that you have to be very careful, be watchful, look around and make sure that things you're sure before joining the road. Sister IT, you're welcome on board. Will Smart, you're welcome on board on the YouTube page. Please, after immediately I finish the 30 question, I will expect questions from us, or whosoever want to call in can also call in on 620-586-038. If you're watching me on YouTube, also on Facebook, also you can call in us on 620-586-038. This is a live video, and I'm available to explain and to assist you in direction where you have to go to achieve your driver's license. So number 22 says loading and unloading operation must be carrying out not on the road. It has to be off the road, and you must make sure to avoid noise and inconvenience of others. So C is the proper answer to this number 22. Number 23, a lane limited by double broken lines. Limited by double broken lines. A lane that has double broken lines, remember that lane is called reversible lane, because reversible lane is a lane that has double broken line on both sides. It permits overtaking from both directions, but not at the same time. Remember that in Spain here, most of the reversible lane are being controlled by traffic lane lights, which gives one direction after the other. Number 24 says, when a driver gives a positive result in a breathalyzer, may the police officer immobilize the vehicle? Yes. During a breathalyzer test, alcohol test, using a kilometer test, and you're positive, the police has right to immobilize your vehicle. They have right to immobilize your vehicle. So you have to understand that, which is yes. Number 25, does an expired driver's license authorize the holder to drive? Expired driver's license? No. When the driver's license expires and you don't renew, automatically you don't have right to drive. You don't have right to drive. So you have to renew your driver's license maybe 3 months to the expiring date. They give it to you maybe within 7 to 15 days. You get it renewed. It's not like the document which will renew and it takes time. So, but immediately the license expires, the second day, never drive, because when you drive, it becomes a problem. So you don't drive when a driver's license expires. So you have to understand that immediately it expires, the second day you become illegal with it. So you have to go back to the traffic office to try to get a license. And for a certain period, if you don't renew it, remember that it can get off from the system, and you need to renew and do the normal psychotechnical test for you to get it back, to renew and get it back on shape, for them to know the state of your health and the mental order and all the other things which they check in the exam. So that is number 25 there. Number 26 question, the exam says, what could happen to a driver traveling at an inappropriate speed? What is an inappropriate speed? Inappropriate speed is a kind of speed that is not appropriate, that is not conducive for the environment. That place you are driving a speed that endangers other road users. That kind of speed, it is not right for that here. So it means it's the speed here, the speed we are talking about here, inappropriate speed. It means that it's not capable to control the vehicle in an emergency situation, because when you are traveling on a speed that is inappropriate, you will not be able to control. For example, you are driving in a built-up area where the maximum speed is like 50, and you are driving 45. Sometimes 45 might not be safe, because maybe there are children playing along the road, and when anything happens, you might not be able to brake at the given time. So in that area, you must understand that appropriate speed is required on every given road. Appropriate speed might be in between the maximum and minimum. What is the minimum speed? A minimum speed is a low speed on the roadway. What is the maximum speed? That is the top speed on the roadway. Any speed that goes beyond the top speed becomes excessive speed. And any speed that goes lesser than the minimum speed becomes abnormal speed. Abnormal speed. So in case in exam, you say a question, what is an abnormal speed? A speed lesser than the minimum. What is an excessive speed? A speed higher than the maximum, which is the top speed. Number 27. Number 27 here says, generally speaking, which minor are permitted to sit in the front seat of a private car? Minor. I always tell my students this question that don't think of the age. There are some child that are less than 12 years and their height is accurate to what the requirement which the traffic officer needs on the roadway for you to be able to sit at the front seat. So, but what you should have in mind is that any child that is 1.35 meter tall can do that, or 135 centimeter can do that also. So it's the same thing. So all those who are over 135 centimeter, 1.35 meters tall can do that with wearing of seat belts. Number 28. Number 28 says, can a new driver feel fatigued more easily? A new driver can feel fatigue more. What is fatigue? Fatigue means tiredness. So a new driver can feel tired more because they are not used to steering. So they can feel tired more because due to their inexperience at the wheel. So they can feel that, which is A. Number 29. Number 29 says, you are driving in the left-hand lane and the red arrow lights up. What must you do? What must you do? You're driving and you see a kind of box with X red light. What must you do? You find yourself on that lane. What you need to do is to change lane immediately because that lane is not meant for you. The lane is meant for the opposite direction lane vehicle users. So you have to change your lane, which is B. Number 30, which is the last one. Number 30 says, as a general rule, on an interurban road means road outside of town, stopping and parking will be done off the road, on the right side of the road, leaving the passable parts and the hard shoulder free. So that is just the answer. That one is just straightforward without no stress. So any question from anyone? Any question if you're watching us on YouTube or you're watching us live from the Facebook? If you have any question, please, the ground is open, or you want to call in on 620-586-038. You can call in because we have like 10 minutes to go. Just call in, or you ask your question. Or somebody's asking a question from Facebook, said, how long does driver's license stays before it dies? Good. It stays like 3 months before it dies. You know, if what happens in this case is that if you have your license and it expires, you have to renew before 3 months. You have to renew before 3 months. Some places they permit you 6 months, but 6 months maximum. But some area 3 months they'll be questioning you, where are you when it expired 3 months ago. So, and it's very important, even before it expires, 3 months to the time it expires, go for the renewal, get it done. So that is it. So before 6 months maximum. Anything beyond 6 months, you might not get it back. You have to start from beginning. Remember, you have to start like a new person, because in the system will be paused and will be as if the person is not existing and the license won't be valid again. So very important. So thank you, ma, Sister Patient. So any other question from anyone? Another question from YouTube, from Facebook says, please, can you repeat the answer for number 30? The answer for number 30, I said, as a general rule, and on an interurban road, stopping and parking will be done always off the road, which is A. A is the answer, off the road, on the right side of the road, leaving the passable part of the hard shoulder free. Off the road, because we can't pick B and we can't pick C. You understand me? So A is the right answer. It is the answer. Any other person, any question? Let's let question rules in. If you have experience in any question at all, from if you've been studying and you have stress with your studying, or you have stress with some topic or some words in the exam, or you've been to exam before and you want to share your experience with some student online, you can also call in. You can also call in to like help or give them direction on what to do. What we are doing here, what I'm doing also, is to encourage as many people that are watching. I was being pleased when somebody called me 2 weeks ago and said, "Sir, I followed you online and I was able to use your material online and I passed." So that is why I have to put more strength to assist as many people that cannot even come on. But if you come to us that you want to be my student and I tell you the requirement and I give you my material, we'll even speed up, will help you more. But if you don't have and you call me, I can still assist in one way or the other to make it happen, because what we are doing is to see as much as possible getting this year. So if you have some other question, please come up with question. If you have question, are we having people with question on YouTube? Are we having people with question? Are we having people with question on Facebook? If you're not having question from anybody, I think a question comes up. What is the effect of paracetamol on driving? It causes increase in your reaction time. It's a drug. Paracetamol is a drug. It is better you take time to rest than taking paracetamol. Some people will have a headache and they'll say, "Oh, we're going to take paracetamol and drive." If you take paracetamol and drive and you are being stopped, because paracetamol contains some little particle of drug in it, so which when tested, when they test you, automatically you can be on the influence of drug and you will not be able to defend it. So it's very important for you to know that. From the YouTube, said, "Sir, please, is my Brian question is the exam going to be in English?" Yes. Yes, Sister Bridget, the exam is going to be in English. I always tell students that we have 6 different kind of languages in exam. 6 different languages. If you want English, the day you will register, we're going to put English, or you put English when you go and register and pay them in traffic office. You put English. They're going to ask you which language do you want in English. If you want it in Spanish, they put it in Spanish. If you want it in Chino, they put it in Chino. If you want it in German, they put it in German. If you want it in French, they put it in French. So we have 6 different languages, and they have Spanish of 3 different languages. So Valenciano, Valencia, the Catalan, the other one, which is Castellana. So we have to get it. So anyone you want, you pick the language you want that is suitable for you to read fast, because it's going to be 30 questions in 30 minutes. So if English is faster for you, or you prepare yourself in English, you're going to do it in English. But take notes when you go and register. If you don't tell them the language you're going to use, automatically they will feel that you are going for Spanish. That is why a lot of people don't know that they have it in English. So they have it in English. That is why I come up on board with English class like this. We have the Spanish class, but the English class like this, so that as many people that cannot read and read very well Spanish, they cannot understand Spanish. That is why we are able to do English this way. So any other question, because we have like 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go online. If you don't have any question, we'll close the day. But let me just tell you, as I always say on every of my on live things like this, tell you, don't allow anybody to encourage you to do malpractice. Don't pay anyone to go and do for you. If you're caught, the consequence is that one of you will lose the paper. Ask your lawyer. One will lose. It's not like before that we create story when you are caught that because he's my friend. No. Don't pay. It is better you don't go for it. You start entering your taxi, enter your train, enter your tram, enter your bus without cost, looking for problem. When you look for problem, somebody might be going and you get through. You are not caught. Good, you are lucky. But the day you'll be caught, the story will change. The Spanish government is sitting like a wounded lion now. So when you allow them to bite you, oh, my sister, my brother, a pity. And I can tell you categorically, you can do it. If someone that cannot read and write can do it, you can do it. You can do it. From experience, I have a lot of students that that devoted time, and they get it. I encourage a lot of sisters, I encourage a lot of our brothers that you can do it. It is possible. What you just need to do, that is why we brought it. We make it on a platform of WhatsApp, whereby you can be able to carry it on you wherever you go. You can be able to listen to the class. You can be able to answer midnight. 24 hours I'm available for every student. If a student call me midnight, I wake up, answer you. Even if I'm working, I give time to answer. So that most of my students online, they will realize that when they even post something 2 o'clock midnight, I answer. When you post something in the afternoon, I'm there. So some of the students will say, teacher doesn't sleep. I don't sleep because I take it as a privilege, an opportunity to honor those that honor me, to come to the class. You understand me? So, and the beauty part of it is to see it, to see happen. You know, I can do it. I love that. You can do it. I know you can do it. You can do it. So the major thing is that I have to force you to do it. I have to encourage you to do it. I have to move you to do it. Even in my class last week, I told people, it's not going to be a play this month. Even though you pay me and you're not serious in the class, you pay a school and teacher can walk you out. When you're not serious, I will not allow it to affect the other student. I need you to be serious when I'm pushing you. So it has to. You have to get what you want, and you graduate of the class, and we'll meet on the street, we'll dine together. So that's how it has to be. So please, you can do it. Don't allow anybody. If anybody in your house discourage you that, oh, it is not possible, it is hard, tell the person, I'm building gradually and I will get it. If Mr. A can get it, if you're in my class, you will have seen people passing. It's not a game. I don't plan anything. I don't stage. I'm too big to stage. If somebody might say maybe he's staging. No. Call those number and follow them up. They pass, really pass. When somebody comes to my platform and tell you that I learned with him 3 weeks and I pass, and you look at it, how can he do it 3 weeks? My brother, it is possible. I've seen somebody that did it 2 weeks. It's possible. It's possible. How can it be possible? When you use the right material and you have somebody available 24 hours that can be explaining when you make an error, and you devote time. If you just give 3 hours every day to the material, go and do exam, you will pass when you have a proper teacher available for you. So that is what we are doing now. So it is possible. Don't allow anybody to discourage you. Discouragement every area, distraction every area has been causing most of us not to achieve this. So please and please, determine to get it, and it is possible. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible for you. I keep telling people it is possible. I'm supposed to tell people on the street that we are making it real. My number remains 620-586-038. If you have any doubt, anything you want to ask, you can call me. Even though if you're not my student, call me. If you have a driving school where you go and things are not, you are not getting things clear, we are colleagues. Ask me, I will explain to you. I'll make things, give you instruction on how to go about it. Put in for exam. Give yourself try. When you pay for exam, you have 2 chances. The first one, in case you make an error. The second one, you are not paying. So why don't you put in for exam and give it a try? Give it a try. It is possible. It is possible. You can't live in Spain without driver's license. It is a necessity. It is so important. So important. Just go for it. Any discouragement around you, disconnect it so that you can get it. It is possible. My preaching here is that it is possible. You smile when you get it. Even though you're going to exam and you're still failing, you're still having an error. Don't give up. Don't give up. You can get it. People have been doing it and they get it. So you can get it. You can get it also. So thank you very much for joining me. If you have, as I said, if you have anything, any question you want to ask concerning driver's license, concerning how I can get it, concerning the lecture, or concerning the material, or you want to give somebody as a gift material, or you want to get your wife or your husband or somebody, family, you want them to get it, just call me. My number remains the same, or you click me or you inbox me on my social media platform. I'm going to answer you and I'll come. A question comes on YouTube now, says, sir, someone with Italian documents. If you have an European Union document and the document is not the 1 year, the temporal one, you can do exam here in Spain. That is, if you have a passport or a permanent stay in that country, because since the European Union, you can do exam in Spain. But if you just have a normal residence, it's not possible again. It's not possible again. So the person must have a passport of that European country or a permanent residence stay in that European country. That is what can. And again, I said something in my last class last week. I said, if you have somebody that has this asylum paper, you can do driver's license, and it will help you to upgrade your document, that asylum 6 months or 3 months, to a normal residence. That's the secret. People don't know. So if you have somebody who have asylum documents, tell the person that you can do a driver's license. When you do a driver's license and you pass the exam, you pass it, it's 10 years. Automatically, with that 10 years, when you renew your asylum, they will give you a normal document. People don't know this. People don't know this. They carry the asylum and they keep it. You can just sit down with the asylum within 6 months, just put yourself together, do the driver's license, get it, pass, put in together with it. A question, yes. Yes, he has permanent stay. Good. If you have permanent stay, good. If you have a permanent stay in Italy, a permanent resident, permanent stay, like the European Union permanent stay, not a temporal one again. That person, yes, he can just contact. He can contact me. I will just give you direction of what to do, or you contact the traffic office. The traffic office, I can give you the number, or the person call 065 just to ask information and tell what to do, and you go about it. So it's very simple. So I think I'm going to call it a day if there's no question coming on board. For my followers on Facebook, thank you very much for being part of today's class. What we are doing is to assist as much people that wants to do the driver's license, and we treat some likely question in exam today, and we are telling you that it is possible when you give time to it. Let's encourage ourselves to achieve this, and it is very important for us to do this. And again, I tell you that don't encourage exam malpractice. Don't give someone money to do it. You can do it. Don't waste your time. You can do it. Don't wait until the problem lies, because the problem can come anytime. So someone who has been doing it for months, for years, and is not caught. One day might be caught, might be your turn that is caught. I tell people it's better, instead of you to pay someone to go and do the exam, it's better go on with your train, go on with your taxi. Be comfortable with it if you can give time to it. If you cannot read and write, and you want to get license, it's possible. It just takes you time. I have students that cannot read and write. That takes time, 8 months in my class, 6 months, and they were able to get it, and they go and do the exam and they pass. So it's just a matter of time. You might not be like someone who pass in 1 month, who pass in 3 weeks. It's not possible, because you have to get used to it. I lay it as an example that if you can know how to play Kiela, this Kiela is something they play and say this one. It's just like the way when you have a proper understanding that this thing, I've seen my teacher told me that this answer is like this. With understanding, you can just get it and do it. So thank you very much for joining us from YouTube, from Instagram, from Facebook. If you have any other question at the end of the day, you can call me on 620-586-038, 620-586-038, or you drop on a comment box of my Facebook or on my YouTube, or you call me on WhatsApp. I'm available to answer you anytime, any day. So thank you very much. God bless you, Sister Patient, for coming. God bless you, my brother, Begenstone. God bless you, Mr. Jordan, Mr. Julius Efosa. God bless you. God bless you, Mr. JB Daosa. God bless you for coming on board. Prince Peter, thank you very much. I'm just appreciating those on Facebook. My chairman, Mayego, thank you very much for coming on board also. I really appreciate as many people that come on Facebook, as many people that dashed out, that has been encouraging, calling me, even telling us that we are enjoying you even from Nigeria. What you're doing, we are really, really appreciate it, and we are getting information from you. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Sister Haiti. Thank you, Demi Glory. Thank you, Nikki Smart, Sister Bridget. Thank you for being there. So thank you very much. And if you're my student, you can copy the video to the class for those students that are working now or that are in church doing their rehearsal, for them to have the correction later. So thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I see you one more again next week, Saturday. I remain Steve Ade Teller. Thank you very much.